To keep carrying it, thank you.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Here we go.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
At the 21-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down. We go! 15-1. 15-1.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to look deep for Moore. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on fourth down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down at 5. Now it's Rodgers. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Rodgers now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
19, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He dumps it off to Barkley. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, D.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown. The last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Bears 26, Lions 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
A first down carry for Barkley. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Will Fuller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Lions 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Rodgers. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good. Motown Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. That's the end of the third.
Back now at Ford Field. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Bears 14-yard line.
Come on.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bears 40, Lions 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Rodgers now on first down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now this likely a must-have, third and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Derek Barnes on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 38-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Ready, 30 base.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.